Okay, we should be live, I think. Perfect. I think so. Hello, Chaitanya. Hey, everyone. Give us just a few seconds. Ken's gonna be joining any minute now.
Hey guys. Yeah, we're live.
Yeah, we were just discussing with Angel what's gonna be the competition because you guys were asking for it. So I guess we can do something just between us and the chat, those of you who are joining the live streams. And we have a couple of ideas. Most likely, it's going to be something that we're going to provide you with accounts, going to provide ourselves with an account, and then it's going to be basically me, Angel, and Ken against all of you, who basically the ones who will beat us in the matter of performance and then account growth. They will win a free evaluation. So that's probably the idea as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so Telegram and Discord.
Yeah, but it's gonna be funny, guys. Like we will do some sort of challenge, and you guys will be able to trade like just one asset at a time or just one session. You have to make it funny to make it like a challenge. So let's say everyone is trading like only Euro USD, so you can only take trades from Euro USD at I don't know New Year session.
Yeah, it should be something like you said. There should be some challenge in it. So either the session or instrument limitation or trade limitation. I don't know. Also, well, it should be probably better to do it in a sense of, rather than profits, because someone can go just really big on a lot size to do 10 lots and do a few pips and win against a trader who do one lot and does more pips than. So I think it's going to be more fair if we also do the competition based on the pips rather than profits, maybe. Like how many pips have you closed rather than the profits, because then, if we're not going to do any limitations in that competition for the risk management, so you can't go all on red, so you get the account, you're going to go 20 lots on 50K account and just
they all use full board. Yeah.
Yeah. Jay, what's about the level? Yeah, we're going to have account reviews. I'm going to check what the traders or how much they profit on since the last week. So we are going to have a account review. I think it's going to be later this week, either tomorrow or then Friday or possibly weekend. But yeah, we're going to take a look at those that we've reviewed last week. Yeah, pip performance is better. I think so. Yeah, I think so. We're going to wait a little bit till everyone joins in, and then we can dive into the market.
It could be cool because we can do some sort of, if we're trading like just one asset or maybe like just one trade a day, we can do some sort of price like daily, like best trade of the day or best trade of the week. So we could be chatting with you guys and looking at the same ideas, looking at the same charts. Yeah, it sounds really fun.
We can do that. I think we can do the instrument limitation if we choose one forex pair, let's say euro US dollar, and one commodity, which is going to be gold, and one index, because not everyone is forex trader. Some of them just trade indexes, some of them just trade gold. So if we're just going to choose one instrument of each asset type, it's going to be probably better than just let everyone trade anything. Oh, can I say? Let's let him in. Let's let him in.
Hey guys.
Hello, Ken.
Hey, what's going on, Ken? How's it going?
Yeah. Good, man. How are you?
We're good. We're awesome.
Yeah, not bad.
Good. Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Okay. We're going to wait a little bit till everyone tunes in, and then we can dive into the markets. We were just with Angel discussing the possible competition between us and the live chat. So basically, just giving ourselves an account, giving the live chat account for, let's say, a week or 2 maybe, and then whoever beats us, he will get the account. So the best of 3 of us is going to compete between the best of the live chat.
So the highest amount of profit.
Sorry? Yeah, highest. Well, the profit is it's debatable because I didn't want to do profit because some of the traders, I guarantee they will go all on red. So the 50 lots on 50K account. So I was thinking pip-wise. So how many pips you've closed during that period, that's going to count.
Well, the thing is with pips is that obviously there's more pips in gold, or like other instruments. So maybe percentage is probably best.
That's why. Percentage can be also, but you can open one trade, do 10% on it.
Margin, can't they?
We were thinking to do just one asset limitation, so like everyone will be trading just gold. So it's gonna be like pretty much like a fair competition.
So everyone's gonna be buying it.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. All right.
I think we can rather do currency pair probably in this period of times, because the gold, I don't think there's going to be a single person who would be selling the gold to win the competition.
I was actually checking gold yesterday, and it's amazing like the amount of times where just Asia just trades higher, and then everything else just trades higher. So since the open, it's just trading higher. Like you can just suddenly buy at the open, just have like a decent stop, and wait for the end of the New Year session, and you'll be higher. It's just, I mean, it just doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I know.
That's true. That's true. If you go on daily chart, you can see it clearly there. I mean, how many days you would end up in a profit if you just open in a London session and then closed at the end of the New York session? Yeah. It's as simple as that we call now.
Of course, you'll need like a big stop, and you'll need to like measure the risk and reward. But like when gold is trending, and so it sounds just really interesting just to wait for the open, try to buy just below the opening price and wait for the daily candle to close higher. So it's like a 100% winner strategy. I'm kidding, guys, but it's just interesting. If you look at the previous days on gold, it's just amazing.
Yeah,
amazing.
It is, Mandem.
Okay, let's dive into the chart. So, Ken, probably the first question right away for you. What do you think about Euro US dollar? Because I'm eyeing possible longs at around 1.16. We've got the US-China trade war, recent one. Then we've got yesterday, Powell was pretty more dovish than what I was expecting.
I know, same.
Kind of feeling like the Euro USD could be at the point where we were basically we wanted to Euro USD be at. So do you think we can now, as we're changing the structure, creating new higher highs? Yesterday, I think. No, today.
Are you looking at the weekly?
I'm looking at let me share the screen. Where's the screen? Okay, so the screen, trading view. Okay, can you see my screen, guys?
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. So I'm looking at the 1 hour time frame, and we've just created this morning a new higher high. I'm kind of afraid that we're gonna again fall into some sort of a trading range, but what I'm basically eyeing is that 1.16 level. So if we're gonna get down here, then I'll be probably eyeing possible longs, because we are basically reversing with creation of a new high. It is possible, don't you think?
Yeah, I do. So just in terms of like fundamentals, we had some relief for France. So France, essentially the PM that's come into play, he got some support for a key reform, basically, just to get this budget over the line. And he has got a lot of support now, it seems. But tomorrow we've got a vote of no confidence, which is very important in order to save the government. They need to kind of pass that. Well, he needs to win that tomorrow, the government. If they don't win it, then we've got problems. But it's likely that they're going to win it. So we've got some Euro positive news there in terms of near-term sentiment, which is good. My only concern about Euro dollar at the moment is Well, I mean, that 115.60 area held quite nicely, to be fair. And when you look on the 4 hour, we sort of double bottomed and we're just flirting with that neckline at the moment around sort of 116.20 ish.
116.20. Yeah.
You see, we formed the double bottom in the 4 hour. Bam, bam. Yeah. Well, you got it in the hourly, but you can see where the double bottom is anyway. Yeah, you see. So, yeah, we're just obviously flirting at the top part of this. Either way, it's the top part of the range. It's a potential neckline there. So if we can get clear of this, I'm keen for longs. I'm keen for longs. So I would agree with you.
So basically, right now, once we break above the 1.165.
Yeah, give me a little break above. Give me a little tap in, a little test. A little wicking will do, and then I think we'll go clear. Just because I'm just cautious of, there's a lot of fake outs at the moment. I'm just cautious of that being a fake out. If we do pop into 1650 and then the next candle we're just straight back below. So I just want to see that breaking out, retest and hold for me personally, and then I'd be interested in, running it up towards. No reason why we can't go back towards maybe even like 117.50 ish.
Yeah, I would agree.
Up there.
I would be probably targeting the same 1.17, 1.73,
yeah,
somewhere at these levels. That would be my target.
It makes sense. Okay. It makes sense. I think it's like a weird one at the moment in terms of markets regarding fundamentals. They're a little bit mixed. Okay, so we've had this uncertainty with the government shutdown, but then markets were obviously overpricing Fed rate cuts. Like the thing with the Fed rate cuts is they're so priced in now. It's like boring news to hear about. It's like, we know this, and Powell Powell was dovish yesterday, but he only just fed into what markets are pricing in at the moment anyway. So the only way dollar sells on that is if the FOMC start cutting by 50 as opposed to 25, because the 25 is 100% priced in. So like that is a potential positive for the dollar, where we're so one-sided, and then it just takes for either the FOMC not to be as dovish or they just deliver as expected. Then the dollar can have some ground to gain on that. But everything else shits on the dollar right now in terms of like, the fundamentals around the United States with the government shutdown, with the uncertainty with the trade wars. There's a lot of negative. That's the only positive for dollar. So, yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Someone said I had France PM was handled by Trump handshake. Okay. No, I was just reading the chat. At the same time, I'm still kind of bullish on Euro New Zealand dollar. Still believe we're going to. I said it on Monday when we were around here that we're going to create a new high. Unfortunately, I've just entered the New Zealand Swiss franc. I didn't go for Euro New Zealand dollar because I think we could have go a little bit lower. My bad. I think we're going to continue now. I don't think that we're going to have another correction and then push towards the upside. I think we're going to push straight away. So my next target is probably somewhere around 2.04 on this level.
I agree. I actually took longs about 2 hours ago.
Did you?
Entity. Yeah, I basically got in the lower part of this range. Okay, so you know the range that we've got going on right now.
Yeah.
So I pretty much just got in, not far off the bottom I got in at 203. 203.
That's a good level. That's a good level.
Yeah, so it's respecting this range, and it just looks like a bit of consolidation subject to a breakout, I'd like to think. And yeah, I'm looking at 204 as well, just above.
Yeah, definitely agree. Definitely agree with that. Yeah, and the same probably goes for New Zealand dollar Swiss franc, where I'm in, but I still believe that we're going to go lower. No analysis here. Usually, all creating some sort of a flag, and I think we're going to very soon break below. We're going to be targeting towards 0.455. So for me, the same situation as on Euro New Zealand dollar. Wouldn't be expecting any bigger pushbacks or corrections. I think we're going to go just straight away down.
Yeah, definitely. NZD literally remains ranked number one, the most vulnerable currency in my opinion. Yeah, it has to be.
The same.
So yeah, fully aligned with you, my man.
Perfect. Yep. Do you have any other markets that you would like to discuss? I'll just jump in. I want to finish my analysis for pound.
And share my screen, and I'll walk through. Okay. I'll quickly just cover. Just going to cover gold because I took some longs yesterday. I thought so obviously gold, guys, as we know, just the normal now, just the melting to the upside explosion. Yesterday we had this reversal. I actually was thinking, well, let me just clear this up a minute. When we had this candlestick here, I thought we were going to basically melt through these stops here. So obviously, structures to the upside, we're printing high highs, high lows. And I thought here, when we were testing this, I know there's a shitload of stops here at this area, people that are taking obviously longs, because obviously this was the most recent extreme lower, higher low. So I thought, a lot of stops here, and we're testing. I was thinking, man, if this is going to break, then I'm going to look at buying down here, basically around 40.50, which is that former, when you look at a daily, it was that former sort of top area here. Yeah, bam, bam. I was hoping that the price was going to melt there, but it didn't. It held, to my surprise. And I was observing this, again, just challenging the Asian low. Obviously, you can clearly see some stop hunting there, some with these wicks at the Asian range low, and then we double bottomed there. The amount of freaking times that I've seen this, I was like, man, I'm not missing this one. So literally on the 15-minute, as soon as we sort of tapped here, reversal candlestick, I waited for that bullish closure above. I placed my stop below where the market obviously stops are, you can see, and then took those longs and just challenged the high as simply as Tuesday. So I took that hit overnight. And guys, I just want to show you how freaking repetitive these markets are. The amount of times we see that same sort of price action where we, it's almost like a double bottom, almost like a W around the Asian low area. Look, like a W here, bam, 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 neckline, go clear. Probably find it again quickly, just to reinforce my point. Okay, I'm not finding it right now. Okay, but we do see it a lot. That sort of W, that double bottom around those lows, and then we go and run to the upside. So anyway, that's what I had there. Took those longs, and now we're pulling back. I was a bit skeptical today, so I was keeping an eye on. If I just remove this trend line a moment, this obviously bearish candlestick, obviously clearly a bit of just again, this is classic stop hunting. Clearly, trying to take out the mass market stops, which were obviously around here. Okay, that's where we know they are. But now we sort of reversed. I just was hoping that, I like to sometimes see us take out this low and then stage a rebound and continue, but we don't always get that wick fill. So
I'm sorry, Ken, what's this currency pair?
It's gold.
It's gold. Oh, it's gold. Okay.
Yeah.
I was reading messages. I didn't see that. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So I'm just monitoring this pullback at the moment, but guys, if we do get a case where we go for, just be aware, if we do get a case where we take out these stops, just know that dips will be bought. It will just be a classic flush out of those, of those retail positions, and then we will go again if that happens. So just always keep that in your mind. Where are the market stops? Where is the mass herd placing their stops, right? As we had here, identifying that area. Just always keep that in your mind so that you can at least have a good idea of potentially where there may be some manipulation coming into play, so you're not getting totally caught off guard. To be fair, there's probably trading view indicators for that as well. If you just type in stop hunting or freaking type in stop hunting, I'm sure something will come up. So I mean, it's quite easy self-identifiable anyway. So yeah, man, I think we're going to get a continuation. I'm just cautious about this level where we're at now, around 140, 180. I think, I don't know, maybe we're just going to go for a little bit more manipulation potentially before that leg higher. Okay, so the 4 hour just throws it off for me a moment. Yeah, just potentially another dip lower before we carry on. Because man, look at yesterday as an example, right? So we had that same sort of candlestick. We filled that wick more or less, and then we went higher. We printed a nice firm higher low. So maybe we see the same thing here. Come down, print a nice firm higher low here, and then let's go, baby. So that's what I'd love to see today. We may get it in the next sort of 30 minutes, out to an hour potentially. Let's see.
Yeah. Nevertheless, I'm still very, very positive that we're going to create new higher highs. So for swing traders, it's a perfect situation whenever gold is, as now is doing some sort of a correction. So even if I would be entering a trade right now, I wouldn't mind it. Just I would probably then enter one more trade if we get anywhere lower than where we are now. But I think eventually we're going to at least hit 4.3 level, which would be my target for the swing trade. So I'm
What target did you say? 4.3.
4.3. Yeah.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, that's exactly what I've got marked up there as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see that. So
Perfect.
yeah, man.
Someone also mentioned the pound and Japanese yen. Looks that actually it looks good for longs. Do you have any insights on pound?
I do. Firstly,
Sure.
I think with GJ, we still got this gap area here. And I still don't believe this gap's going to be filled. So obviously we had that big gap up on that, the yen, the new Japanese PM. So I'm monitoring this. I think we're going to come down and at least challenge the upper part of that gap area. And I think we'll use it as support. And then we'll go for a push to the upside. Because when you look at the weekly, we're still bullish. Look at that. I feel like we want to fill that wick, start filling that wick to the upside. But I would love to just see this go and challenge this gap area, the top part of that. You find support, and then let's go clear. And in that sort of, we are just pulling back, lower highs, lower lows, subject to breaking that structure and pushing to the upside. But obviously, if that gives way, then we're going to quickly fill that gap and come all the way down to 198. But I lean towards that breaking out higher. To be honest,
I think it's gonna decide this week, because we've got basically 3 members of Bank of England that are being pretty dovish. Three members who are being pretty dovish. Hawkish, and it's just now up to Bailey, the governor, and 2 other members that will have speech actually this week. And if we get some sort of a hint where they are going to stand on the next rate decision, monetary policy decision, I think that's going to basically push or make pound to fall. So I think the speeches this week are going to be pretty crucial, at least with the Bank of England.
Yeah, I think. Agreed. Did you say Bailey's speaking? When's Bailey speaking tomorrow?
I think he's got. I think he's got one more.
On Tuesday.
Oh, sorry. Did he already?
Oh.
Well, let me see.
Yeah,
probably. Let me Bank of England.
It was yesterday, but I didn't see his comments personally. I was logged off at this time.
Just let me. So, Bank of England speeches. Okay, so did we already have it then?
I'm just seeing now. So, Bailey news. So. Yeah, okay, look, he did speak yesterday.
Yeah. I see that now.
Okay, interesting. Now, this is what I was thinking yesterday as well. So he's basically just noting about the weak UK jobs market, because yesterday, the reason why pound fell initially was because we had a rising in the unemployment rate. So obviously with Bailey's thinking is that with higher unemployment now, we're potentially going to get lower inflation. Obviously, if we get that low inflation, that's going to be the green light for more Bank of England rate cuts, because these guys have been a bit cautious with cutting rates because inflation's been so high. So this is next week. This is very, very important. If this comes out lower, then expect some very hard GBP selling as markets start pricing in those cuts to come. Yeah, so mark that in your calendars, guys. Don't miss that.
I'm just eyeing the calendar.
Yeah, man.
I don't know how I missed that. Okay, I'm gonna probably get into it, but at least we didn't get any higher or any bigger momentum based on that speech. I don't think much have been said, unlike the Powell yesterday. Okay.
Yeah.
Regarding the pound and Japanese yen, I think it's not a bad idea to go for longs actually right now. So I don't think we're gonna go lower.
Okay.
But let me just double check. I think. Let me share the chat. Where's the and share the screen. Come on. This is very messy. Yeah, okay, here. So basically, as I'm looking at the lower time frame, and I've just highlighted this 4-hour zone, but I think we're going to break above it. I'm not sure if it's gonna happen now, but I wouldn't mind to go for it. Just looking at the Japanese and how vulnerable he is, comparing it to pound, and I would say that if Bailey already had the speech, the conference, I don't know what was the event, but I don't think there were any dovish signs from him. So I think that's going to be the most crucial as he's the governor. So if we're going to get more hawkish members, if Bailey is still hawkish, then I think we're going to break above, and I'll be probably eyeing maybe 202 if we're going to get that low, which I don't think so. So in my view, we are kind of bullish on this. I kind of like us as well the daily chart, how we basically form the wicks, and if we're going to close today bullish, we're going to have pretty much market suggesting there were not enough bears to create new lower low and just losing the bearish momentum in that correction. So I think then we might go upside. I didn't do any analysis, guys. I just saw it in the chat. I kind of like what was happening on the price action right now on pound and yen. So I'll probably take a closer look. But so far, at least fundamentally, yeah, with the weak Japanese yen, and possibly if we're gonna get 2 of those neutral members on the hawkish side, it can be good for pound. Anyway, what about the Canadian dollar? Your trades, are you still in or something?
No, I got taken out of BE with GP CAD.
Oh,
yeah. It pulled back. So yeah, I mean, fuck GP CAD. Excuse my language. Sorry, no. Do you know why? It's because the amount of times when I think I've got a clear trade here, and this little thing just does what it does to me. That's what I mean. I have this love-hate, but more so hate relationship for GP CAD. So it's just choppy.
Yeah, I'll say GP CAD is not like an easy pair to trade, actually.
Yeah.
Not for beginners, in my opinion. It's kind of hard, kind of choppy sometimes, tricky as well. So,
but to me now it looks good actually.
All right, go on, take a trade. Go on, take one. Let's see what happens.
And you got stopped. Do you know where you traded? You got stopped this week or last week?
Is this week? This was not long after when I noted those longs in that stream, more or less.
Oh, so it was yesterday?
Yesterday, yeah, yesterday.
Oh, that's really
sorry. It was on Tuesday. Oh yeah, Tuesday was yesterday. Yeah.
Yesterday.
Yeah, it's on UK. It's on that UK data on here. It's this candlestick on that big red candlestick. It ended up taking me out.
And then basically it returned back, so it was like a false breakout toward the downside, and now we're being up a few percent from there. Okay, now I get it.
Yeah, man.
I've never traded. Let me see the chart. Euro pound. Oh, it's a good one. Euro pound. Basically, I was trading Euro pound. Do I still share the screen or not? Not yet.
Yeah, I know you're not, sir.
Okay. So Euro pound. I was taking the longs, as I told you on the Monday's live stream session, but I then basically there was just few pips because I didn't believe it. I still believe that we are heading for the new higher high, which is how much? Now it's just 50 pips now. Okay, perfect. So for me, if I'd see that, because I haven't been able to analyze Euro pound today, if I'd see that, I would probably answer on that 87. But I don't think it's not still late. And in my view, let me take a look at lower time frames.
Yeah, that one looks really good.
Yeah, I don't think that this is going to be basically range trading now. I think we're going to break above, create firstly new high compared to this one, and then eventually, if you're going to get some sort of slight correction, I think we're going to get above 87.5, and on daily.
Yeah, and we are also sweeping the Asian low there. If you use the sessions, if I'm not mistaken, we're actually taking the 1 a.m. low. Yeah, that's a Asian low sweep, I think.
This one should be 7. Yeah, 7. It's 7 a.m. In UK, which might actually it's before the London, and then we also did it here as well. So actually, your strategy might work here as well on the liquidity sweeps. But yeah, I'm a bull on euro pound.
Yeah, let's get.
Yeah, agreed. Sorry, I thought you. Yeah, I didn't realize what you guys were talking about. Yeah, definitely, I agree. I think this is bullish, 100%. I think this is incredibly bullish. Actually, I think structure-wise, I think we're gonna get a breakout, and even. Yeah, there's a bit of resistance here at about 87.20, the highs around the highs of the day. But once we break that, I think that's going to go clear, and probably towards 87.50. Take out the highs of last week. Oh, was it the week before? 25th of September. Take out those highs.
Yeah. September, end of the September. Yeah, I strongly believe so. So I'm not sure if I want to go for it now, or do I wait for. Hopefully, if we're going to get back to the level 87, which I don't think so, because we've been there already twice today. So I think I'm going to go right away for the longs, for the swings above it. Well, it's not going to be as swings because it's 50 pips, 40 pips. Sorry?
Nothing. No, I was the devil. I was the devil in your ear. I said full margin.
That one looks really good. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'll probably go for it.
Everything is lining up there.
Still in the middle of the trading range, so if we continue in this range, then it's not going to be that far below it. Yeah, just 25 pips. Okay, yeah, that looks good. So any, I don't know. Probably the Wednesday 2 p.m. is not that interesting as Monday 2 p.m. Need to figure it out because we usually get the numbers once we upload it on the YouTube.
Yeah.
So I don't know where is everyone during this time, but then in the US, people are waking up as well as Angel. So I don't know if they have time to watch the analysis. I think they do it later that day. So yeah. Angel, do you want to quickly just go through the indexes analysis?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Thank you. I'm going to go for the euro pound probably.
Alrighty, guys. So, as we discussed on Monday, I wanted to see a reaction from the daily gap that we were leaving on the daily time frame, which was from Monday, and we actually had a decent reaction from that gap.
Can you
guys can see?
Can you hear Andrew correctly? Can you hear him all right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I can.
It's been lagging a little bit on my side, but I think it's okay. And
I'm sorry. Good, Raul.
It might be me.
Say what? Okay. If you guys can hear me well on the chat, just type something. Type like a 1 or something. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. It might be me. All
right. All right, guys. So we had the reaction from the daily gap here. As you guys can see, we actually swapped the previous daily high and we tapped into the daily gap, and we had decent shorts yesterday. Right? We have a movement from Asia to London, and the New York. As we also discussed, I wanted to see a rejection from the new weekly opening gap, right? Which is this one. All this gap here. Let me just use the indicator real quick. You guys see all this gap here. This is the new weekly opening gap. This is a strong area where you want to see a rejection or the price trading through it, right? For NASDAQ. So we had a rejection from this gap here, and then that was after sweeping Asia and London low. So, and that was after this reaction as well from the daily gap. You can see how this daily gap fails to deliver a new low here on the left, so if we are failing to create a new low, which is will be this lower low, and then we are rejecting a big area like the new weekly opening gap, where we can expect the price to start printing a bullish model here, which is what we had. We had nice opportunities yesterday here. It was not like ready for me yet. I wanted to see a little bit more of developing here on the price. I wanted to see a little bit more of a structure right here. Right now it's like more confirmed for me. I want to see now this high, at least for today. Let me take out this real quick. I want to see this high here as the target for today. And then of course I want to see all-time highs again. I want to be bullish, but I also want to confirm the setup. I want to make sure to get in the right moment. I just don't want to just jump in. So if we go right now, let's go to the 4 hour, because I'm seeing here, you see the way, if we go to the left here, you see we had a gap here on the left, this gap on the 4 hour. You see that we disrespect that gap here on the left, right? You see the way we trade through it, and now we're trading back higher, and now this high is likely to get taken. So that's going to be my target now, because we're disrespecting this gap from the left. What do we have? So we have this gap here on the 4 hour, right? And we have the price trading lower right after the opening bell. So what I want to see then is this opening time doing some sort of manipulation lower. In this case, we have this gap here, right? And then I want to see the next candle after this close, because we have only 21 minutes before this close on the 4 hour. Then I want to see the next candle to trade lower, tap into this gap, and then finish higher with a long wick, right? This is pretty much what I want to see on the 4 hour. This is 4 hours, so I'm pretty much expecting the candle to open lower, trade into the gap on the 4 hour, and then trading back higher, right? That's on the 4 hour. If we go to the 1 hour, then we have the same zone here. Hopefully we can print some sort of divergence in price as well, right? This is the SP 500. I'm always looking at both just for the divergence. Why? Because as you guys can see here, we have this low, right? This haven't been taken on the SP 500, right? But it was taken on NASDAQ. So we're going to do a divergence here. So after 10 a.m., once the 4 hour candle closes, right, I'm going to wait for then a change in the structure to trade by higher and target this high. So that's going to be the target for today. So I'm just waiting. Right now, I'm just going to wait for the candle on the 4 hour time frame to closes to look for longs. Nothing here, pretty much just waiting for the 10 a.m. Candle. And then we can have some sort of opportunity to take longs. Here, maybe, let me just check the lower time frames. Yeah, nothing. Maybe here. All right, so if we trade above this candle here, it's going to be like a nice position. Right now I'm just waiting until we have the change in the market structure, right? That's for the NASDAQ and pretty much the SP 500, because the setup looks pretty much the same. This one is trading higher already. This is a YM, as you guys can see here. The daily time frame is going to confirm that we're going to be bullish towards all-time highs. As you see here, we have a gap on the daily time frame, right? And you don't want to see the candles closing through that gap. That's what's going to happen here. So after this close on the daily time frame, we're going to confirm that there's nothing else that actually turns the price on the other way. So this high is not likely to get taken. So for the YM, use 30 to take any longs. I'm going to wait. Then after this candle close on the daily time frame, so that's going to be tomorrow. And then you wanna be looking for longs, and then you wanna be looking for some sort of structure. Just wait for a retracement, the price retraces. If you match that with the previous sessions, and then you can trade higher back to all-time highs. But pretty much today, just waiting. I don't want to just jump there. I'm gonna wait for the confirmation on the daily time frame. S5 500 is pretty much the same as Nasdaq because we did have the reaction from the daily gap, as you guys see here, but the price rejected the new weekly opening gap, and then we're trading back higher. Look at this candle. So there's a lot of momentum, a lot of bullish momentum coming in right now in the market. We do have this gap here, which was disrespected on the 4-hour. You guys can see. So that's pretty much when the order flow was bullish, or was turning bullish. It was after this close. We just had a retracement back here into this leg, which was just below the 50%, below the discounted area. Angle. Yeah, that's my new name. And then we have this high here. It's pretty clear for me that's going to be the target that we want to trade, and then we just want to see the next candles and the next 4-hour candles just trade higher. So I'm just going to be looking for longs through the session, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it. We do have here on the SP 500 gap here on the M15, right? This 15-minute candle gap, which is holding right now. So if this holds like this, and then the 4-hour candle opens, I'm going to be, of course, completely open to take any longs here. I'm going to protect this low, that is the one from the reaction. I need to wait for that candle to close, of course, but then I'm going to be targeting for sure new all-time highs. I know it's a lot, may not happen today, but we can see nice opportunities. Let me just go back to Nasdaq. So yeah, look at this, guys. Well, we have the divergence that I was talking about. So we are Nasdaq right here, and we're just sweeping these lows here, right? I'm not sure what else we have here. This is one up, an hourly gap as well. You guys see here. So this is an hourly gap. So this gap, we could say, is respected until we have a candle closure through that gap. So we're still here. We are also printing the divergence in price because, as you guys can see, SP 500 is still above this level. So that actually makes me think that at 10 a.m. we're going to see a reversal. At 10 a.m. All right. So I'm just gonna wait for 10 a.m. to take any trades, and that's pretty much what I have for today.
Angel.
Yes, sir.
What? Sorry, one moment, just logging in. What
that was? Yeah.
Do you think? Oh, what the hell? Do you think Nasdaq? What are your thoughts on bubble, if any?
You say what?
Do you have any thoughts on this, like Nasdaq bubble, AI bubble?
Oh no, I do not. Oh, but that's interesting. What is that?
As in, like, you know how obviously Nasdaq's been fueled largely by AI. You know, AI, this AI boom. I just wondered if you have any thoughts on that potentially being a bubble or.
I do not, but I'm going to research about it, and then on the next session, I'm going to have like a nice topic for you to discuss. Right. Jake should do that as well.
Cool. What do you think, Ken? Do you actually think it's in a bubble? Are we going to have a crash out?
Yeah, I do because it has, like, when you really look back at the, I've read a few things just with the comparison of obviously the .com bubble, and when you look, it does have similar characteristics. Like this explosive growth. Obviously, markets got very excited about obviously AI, and obviously not all AI projects are going to be successful. It's the same thing about .com. There are a number of companies jumping on the bandwagon, and I think this is the same with AI. There's so much out there, and I think not a lot of things. Everyone's getting excited about every project, more or less, and I think that it's overcooked, and it's just going to start taking a few companies to start dropping. Or even like some form of, I don't know, regulation to come into play, perhaps stricter controls over it, because AI is going a bit out of hand at the moment. There's a lot of things that are happening with AI, and I think there could be some more stricter frameworks around it, which could screw over a lot of companies. So yeah, I do think it's a bubble, and we will need to come down before we go up again strongly.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I've analyzed all the markets that I wanted to, at least that I wanted to share as I worth to trade, at least for me. And I think we're good to go. Anyone else have anything else, or you also get to go for the today, guys?
No, all good. All good.
Perfect. Okay, so once again, thank you so much, Angel, and thank you so much, Ken, for sharing your analysis.
Yes, sir.
And also thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you again on Monday's live stream.
Cool, guys.
Yep.
All right. See you
All
next
right, take
Monday.
care, guys.
Good one. See you guys. Bye.
See you soon. Bye-bye.